Okay, we've done the breath work. Can somebody tell me what the time?
12:10.
10 past 12. Wonderful. Yeah, you see, I made it longer because I know that I talk a lot. Okay, this final bit is actually the longest one because I want to go in depth as much as I can with all of you, but let's see how much we can cover. Does any of you need to run 12:30 straight? So if we stay 10, 15 minutes longer, it's fine by you? Okay. The practical myofascial stuff, muscles, joints, rotation, exercises, stretches. I want to show you a few exercises that whenever you feel that you need to stretch a bit, the exercises that are the most efficient, and usually for areas that we just forget to stretch or we don't know how to stretch properly, okay? The first one, thoracic stretch on a chair or a table. I want to show you on something. I will use this one if you don't mind. Actually, all you won't see it, so I'll just do it on the chair. So let's pretend that's a table, okay? If the table is somewhere around here, I will just bend my knees and then it will be the same as if the table is higher. I want to show you a thoracic stretch, which is for the spine and all the muscles in the back. And the best way to do it, you can always do it anywhere, you know, on the kitchen bench, anywhere in the office. So you place your elbows on the table and make sure that your arms are not straight, that you're bending them, and you're basically letting the area in between your shoulders drop. Make sure not to overarch your back, so your lower back is straight. This area drops down and your head drops down. And you breathe.
Can I take a photo so I remember how to do it?
Absolutely. And actually, can you please take a photo of me? Oh, no, I don't need to.
I can take.
Send it to you.
Send them.
Send it to you.
I will.
If you want, yeah. So again, my lower back is not falling inwards, it's straight. In between my shoulders, I'm dropping inwards.
Can you see?
Down.
Thank you.
And head drops down.
Head.
And we're breathing into our lungs.
The back is very straight.
Yeah.
Would you like to try that on here? Or on, you have all of these surfaces?
How
Go
long
ahead
is
and
it?
try until you feel relaxation. So you're breathing until you feel.
Yes, yeah. I feel like
What is the difference? Like, as I do that one, I forgot about it, but when you're down, you hold the block.
Because you want to relax into something. You're using your muscles to hold.
Okay.
You're not dropping.
So if you don't hold the
You
block,
need to
you
make
have
sure
your
that you
hands.
can bend your knees
You
enough.
have your hands together,
So,
or do they have to be?
Your hands don't have to be together. They
Oh,
can be
sorry,
here as
yeah,
well. It's
yeah.
just always because they can relax.
Yeah.
thank you.
You're
Try
Do you want to give it a go?
Sure.
Use the chair.
Yeah.
You can also use this one here. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. You can swap, guys. If you want, you can swap. I need you to use a table and not a wall.
No,
It's really nice.
It is, right? And then you get
excellent
super
stretch.
comfortable and you don't want to ever move.
So nice, like
It also releases the tension from the back.
Yeah, it releases the whole spine.
Yeah.
Guys, come here.
I'll give it a go on that.
Here, in between your shoulders.
I just want to make sure that I'm doing it correctly.
Come here.
Yeah?
Yes, and let your head drop. Bend your knees a bit, make them comfortable. Yeah, and breathe. Breathe deeply. And let your spine stretch. One of the ways to get a pretty straight back with natural curves. Wonderful.
that.
Beautiful. Yeah. Is it painful? You got a lot of tightness?
Yes, it is. It's all.
So breathe with an open mouth. All the way to your pelvic floor. Bend your knees down. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Let me just ask you, when you need to take a photo of something to remember, go ahead. Please don't take any videos, okay? It's not a course that's meant to be sent recorded
Oh, yeah.
or
Mm.
bits of it. I want to share it as I wish, okay? Thank you. Lat stretch on a wall or chair. Lat, do you know what are the lats? Latissimus dorsi, the muscles here, referred to as our wings. I heard from someone that in Reiki they're also calling it their wings. But I don't like it. Okay, I will show you on the wall. Babe, can you do a favor
Yeah.
for me and just adjust
Adjust
that?
it? Yeah.
Without it falling and breaking. Okay, lats, yeah? We can do that on the wall. I'll show you two variations. So on the wall, I'm placing my elbows here and stretching like that. If it's just to make it accessible. Again,
Yeah. Just from this angle, it's perfect.
yeah. If you're doing that and you feel that your breath is shorter, you don't have a lot of lung capacity, it's absolutely fine. It's normal, it should be like that. Okay? Because you're stretching out your muscles that are pulling up your ribs, and you can't move your ribs to the side. So you're breathing as deep as you can. Of course, it will be shorter than you can expect without
I
doing
feel
that.
my lower back. This,
What?
I feel my lower back with this one.
You know where the lats are, yeah?
No, I feel
They're
my-
connected. They're going from here to here. They're pulling your back. So of course you're supposed to feel your back if your muscles are tight. They're pulling your vertebrae.
But I think I'm doing it right.
So you're bringing, yes,
Yeah.
stick your bum to the back and let your, here, this area drop in.
Ah,
Yeah, and head
Oh,
up,
yeah.
head up. It will be easier, just not too
Yeah,
much. That, yeah?
yeah, oh, yeah,
You feel it in the thoracic.
really good.
Yes, everybody feel that in the thoracic spine.
Mm. Yeah, it's a cracker.
Now,
triceps.
another
Gosh.
variation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all
Tell me
triceps. Oh my
Because,
gosh.
why? Because the muscles in our body are not like the maps are showing us separate muscles.
Mm.
It's the whole myofascial
Everything's
line.
connected.
Everything is connected, and also when we look at the book and the myofascial lines, that is also not the full truth. It's an easy way to understand tension lines, but again, it's not fully isolated. We have layers and layers that are all connected. We have the torus shape of the fascia in development. We have different areas that pull to each different directions. Yeah. When we create tension in a certain direction, we create tension in a certain line because there's direct connection.
Mm, mm, mm.
But if we will create, you know how they're anatomical lines?
Mm,
If I will
mm.
create tension that way, I will address a different line,
Mm.
even though the muscle is the same muscle. It will just swap to a different railway, yeah? A different line. Okay, last stretch on a chair, just to make it more accessible, where it depends on where you're at, and also if you want to address your hips at the same time, again, efficiency, the more we get in one exercise, the better. If I want to add a squat, and then let my sternum drop in. If you need to take a photo, go ahead.
Looks like you've got no head.
So the head is down? Or?
You can do it both ways, it doesn't matter. Because you're addressing
It is
that.
really-
The head is not a part of that.
Right.
Yeah?
תגיד, למה שאני עושה מתח? זה עומד על זה.
Well, no,
breathe.
I can't even get that low. There's no way to get low.
בדיוק מה שאמרתי עכשיו, אתה מותח את השרירים שמרימים את הצלעות. אתה מאבד את היכולת לפתוח, לסגור, לפתוח, לסגור. אתה לא אמור לנשום נורמלית כשאתה מרים רגל.
לא?
כמה
יש
ש...
שאתה פחות, כאילו פחות נשימה.
I want to say that to everyone. It's exactly what I said before. I want to address that again. When we're stretching our arms, when we're lifting them, when we're stretching the legs, when we're stretching the arm lines, yes, you will have less capacity in your lungs. It's normal. You're pulling the whole rib cage. Okay? Remember how I said that breathing
Yeah.
comes from the muscles and not from the air? If the muscles already pulled everything up, that's it. Here, I just did that, yeah? I brought, and you're doing that because of the tightness here, you bring your shoulders up. When I'm holding here, that's all I have. There's no room.
It's normal.
When I'm relaxing, I have room. So first of all, the more you
I'll
undo
hold
restriction,
the chair for you.
you
Now
have
you
more
can.
room, even when you stretch. Not because you change something and all of a sudden you're a superhuman. That's why we're choosing breath. Yeah. Every time you breathe in, every type of breath will address a different area. That's normal. Yeah. That's why when I'm working with clients and we're working on a certain area, we breathe in a different way to address a different area.
Do you know what?
Guys, any personal questions? I know I told you before, if you need any personal help, any personal individual work, book in a session. I'm really happy to look into that in depth, okay? Otherwise, there's no way that we'll cover everything.
My so you know how I had a sore eyes and pelvis. It feels so good now. It
Yeah?
feels light.
Relaxing?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. It's not pulling.
The tissue is connecting.
Oh, so
Yeah?
good. Yeah.
You have muscles, shorter ones. Like we can look at a muscle, let's say the pec that connects to the shoulder and from the shoulder to the sternum, yeah? We can look at the myofascial envelope from the shoulder all the way from the clavicle, sternum, and then goes from here all the way to the other side till here. We can look at the back and look at, let's say, the trapezius muscle, yeah? Or we can look at the whole myofascial envelope that goes from here, trap, here, the muscle ends here, but the fascia continues from here into our hips, into our pelvis, and then down. Yeah? So when I breathe in, I affect my pelvis. Okay? Make sense? Cool. Okay, that's the few parts elaborated posture correction. Can I please ask you to record that? Yes. I will show you on a bolster because it's easier. Now, this postural correction exercise, I'm showing it to you while seated. A lot of people, hey Josh,
I have to go.
why? You said you're staying.
I know. I'm letting you know. My schedule changed. I know, family.
Okay.
I have to go. I'll see you. Are you coming Monday?
I'm
See you
assuming.
Monday. Great. Hope you're all having a great time. Belle's fantastic.
Thank
I'm
you.
not telling you anything you don't know. Enjoy. Have a great time.
Bye.
See ya.
Thank you.
Okay, now this postural correction, you can see that a lot of people are doing it standing up. I want to show you the same exercise sitting down, because when we're doing it standing up, all the joints and all the areas of the body, all the myofascial lines are a part of that. And if you have, let's say, a restriction in your ankle, you don't want it to mess up your realignment that you're doing right now for your neck, okay? So when I'm sitting down, it basically means that I'm working from here up. My legs are not a part of the equation. So I don't want anything, any restrictions, surgeries, injuries, anything that's in the legs to affect how I'm working on my torso. You can do it sitting down. Later on, when you already worked on different areas in the body, you can integrate it into a standing up correction. So I will show you the whole thing, and then you can see what you need to do with this information is to see where you're at. You're trying step number 1. Is it comfortable? No. I'm doing it until it becomes comfortable. Over a few weeks, months, whatever it takes. It becomes comfortable, you progress to the next stage. So for some people, even sitting down on a bolster like that, it's not comfortable because your hips are not ready for it. So you start with something higher and you progress until you feel comfortable sitting like that, yeah? Or you can do the same exercise sitting on a chair, okay, next to the wall. So we're doing that to address rounded shoulders, forward head posture, bulging discs here, and buffalo hump or kyphosis, all of these things. So I will start with breathing in. On the breath out, I'm bringing my lower ribs closer to the wall, which is pretty much my mid-back and the area of the diaphragm. A few breaths just to let it settle and relax my hips, pelvic floor, lower back. That's number one. Not too much, because you don't want to drop all the way here. You're just bringing them down to undo that excessive arching of the lower back and pull of the sternum up. Then I'm changing my breath into breathing into the upper lungs, okay, into the upper nodes of the lungs and upper ribs. So it's nasal breathing. By the way, I really wanted to tell you, it's super important for you to understand that I'm using breath here as a massage and stretching tool. It's not breathing activation exercises. It's not correct breathing. You're not breathing that way when you're walking down the street or exercising, okay? It's specific. It's an exercise for that area. So I'm breathing to this area. And the next bit that I'm doing is this hand stays on my ribs to make sure that they're not flaring. The other hand, I'm pressing my chin inwards, and my intention is to get as close to the wall as I can with that area underneath my skull. Okay? You can identify with your fingers where your skull ends, somewhere around here, and the neck starts. That is the area that I want to bring to the wall, not that. So that would be the next step. And I'm staying here and I'm breathing. Most people will feel that in between their shoulder blades, because it's a stretch.
What about at the base of it? Like I feel it really at the base of the neck. It's almost like it's stretched.
It stretches everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. People will feel it in different areas. Most of the people feel it in between the shoulder blades, but it stretches all the tissue from your eyebrows through the head, neck, shoulders, back, hips. Okay? So you have that area. The next area, the next thing that we're doing, if we want to make it even more, would be eyes. So if I want to stretch the tissue even more, I'm going to look down. And that brings in the deeper muscles, the muscles that the eyes will pull down. It can feel like tension, right? It can feel really uncomfortable. It can just create nausea. It can create a lot of just irritation and bring up anger, because those tissues are usually really tight.
Wow,
Okay.
it's amazing. Such a pain just to move the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes are
It's crazy.
stronger impact than the chin.
Yeah. Because it's different muscles, it's different tissues. They're more internal. Yeah. Once you feel ready for the next step, you can bring in the hands. Yossi, bring your torso down. Dean, can you help me, please? Can you help me? And correct. Look at the difference. Look at what I'm doing, where my torso is. So for you, when you bring the torso, your head can be here. Yeah? So move the head away from the wall. Yeah? And bring your torso down. Yeah. And now, only when you can get there to the wall with your head. If you're not there, you're not there. You can just try it for the sake of the experiment, yeah? And but you're not there. You're not at that step yet. So you are still here.
Can move.
But you're not supposed to do all of that. You're only getting there when you're here.
Yeah, but when you push your chin down, you can't at the same time put your head I don't know, it's just not aligning.
Yeah,
Come here.
that's what I do.
Come here. Look at me from the side.
Come with my head back.
Yeah.
Because you're not there.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's just the tissue is short. Look at me.
Yeah.
Great.
Mm.
I'm still not bringing my ribs out. And I'm still looking down.
Wow.
Wow.
The floor sleeping home, I think.
Yeah?
Some way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to sit here and try? Want to? No? Yes? No? No.
I,
You want to?
I won't get down that far. So,
Yeah, I can try.
yeah, go for it.
I'm sure I've identified how short this is. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised this is always good.
So first of all, take a breath in, breath out, and let yourself drop. Release your pelvis, relax your pelvic floor, lower back. Pay attention to your lower back. Relax. Next time, on the next breath. Yes, you're wonderful. And just put your hand there. Now, do you see what Anne is doing?
Yeah, she's doing that
tilting
one.
her head. So she released her torso, but she's tilting her head. And that's not what we want.
Mm-hmm.
So take your other hand, push the chin in, and out. And just breathe.
So funny, I've got so much tension on the base of the head. Yeah.
Again, it's one of those things that until you find yourself in this position,
Yeah.
how can you even identify it?
Yeah.
There's almost nothing that can isolate it.
Gosh,
Well, and
I
it's-
didn't like this.
Yeah, hey, I feel like someone just shoved a toothpick into the back of the skull now.
And I don't feel that at all. I feel it here,
Yeah.
in the mid-back, not even here like most
Mm,
people here.
mm.
I can feel that too.
Do you feel that you can look down, bring your eyes down? Slowly. You want to throw up? What are you doing?
So much to release.
If you
You know
need
it.
to, breathe out with sound. It can help you, the vibration helps you release. So you can breathe out and do all of those, just for you to know, those deep sounds, when you breathe out with this deep sound from inside, it really releases internal tissues, okay? So also if you are vocalizing with your vocal, with breathing, it's really important what is the sound, where are you at? There's a difference between and it's different tissues, it's different areas in the body, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you can try that, you'll see, you can feel into that.
Mm.
I do feel it here. When I-
Wow.
Yes.
The head.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Do you want to try arms? Come
Yeah,
on.
I'll have a crack. I'll see how far the kick gets here. There we go.
Okay, we'll finish. I will let you ask a few questions and then we'll be done. What's happening to my phone? Why is it so dark? I guess I'm out of battery. Yes? No? I don't know. Okay. Make sure that your hips are comfortable. So if you want, you can drop your knees to the side.
Yeah, I'm probably just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
have
do
to
that.
sit like that.
Do
That's
that.
probably the only way. I mean, I'm trying to get more range of motion through this one or through both of them, but this one's still quite stiff after the operation. So.
Okay, we'll get it.
Mm.
Yeah. Breathing. Relax your pelvis, your lower back. Yeah. You see how much energy you're releasing now? Energy and emotion.
Mm. Mm.
A lot can come out from the tissue. Because a lot is held in the tissue.
And it's almost kind of hot and sweaty. It's like,
Whenever you release energy, you
Mm.
become really hot
Yeah,
and sweaty.
He
Yeah.
hasn't even started the exercise, it's just
We were
sitting.
doing everything we were doing the whole time. All the stretches, all the movement.
Ah, so
I'm
it's-
just sitting
it's-
next to him so I can feel all the wave of
Okay, so
emotions,
it's
all the wave.
accumulating everything that, I thought you told me just.
No, just the fact that you're moving tissue, stretching, shaking, releasing, breathing. Yeah. And it's again, it's because usually I can feel if it's a specific trauma, specific event, or just general release. I'm sitting next to it, and I can feel that it's just undoing stress, undoing tension, which usually means it just, you can feel that, like this of energy and emotion. That's just, you know, you'll feel rested after. And breathe in, breathe out, and bring the legs down gently. And breathe in, and gently push it. Now, just for you to take it into consideration, just your body structure, you shouldn't even strive to get to the wall, all the way to the wall. You have big muscles around your shoulders and back. It's not something that you should be doing, okay? You should push
Put one leg.
and create a
Go
stretch.
down,
Yeah?
put one leg. Oh,
But
no,
let's
go
say
down, out.
you're looking at
Oh,
both.
on the floor.
You're
On the floor,
spinning.
put one leg.
That is
Okay.
normal for you to do.
That's
For you,
Then
it's
it's
not.
releasing the.
Because you have
The
so much
knees.
tissue
Yes.
on your back. So you're doing
That's
that
really
hold
cool.
and take a
Let's
few
think
breaths.
about that. Oh gosh, I could
Then
feel
you do
it.
the other one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna go home like
Maybe
I
have
haven't
an exercise, maybe 1 minute,
Yeah,
maximum 2 minutes.
right.
I think because
That's so
we're doing upper
interesting.
body, that's why you're releasing so much.
I
because
noticed
you
when I
hold so
stand-
much.
Also, you can put your hands.
Okay.
There's the shoulders.
It makes
not-
you
yes.
feel really
Try.
good.
I'll
Like,
try
I feel
that.
One
like,
is
I mean, I feel like
bend the head.
getting
the
chained
elbows.
and just stretching.
Releasing all your shoulders.
Shoulders.
It's just,
I suppose here.
And now at the
Oh,
eyes.
that's good.
I think it's moving too much. You need to adjust it or something.
Ah,
No, do it.
it's almost impossible to breathe.
Okay, we drop the eyes. Let's see. Eyes are deeper tissues. Let's try to stay on the external tissues. And let's just see what happens with your shoulder. Can you breathe in here? No, you can't.
Nah, it won't get it.
It's better higher because then the head is not moving so much.
Thank you.
Bend your elbows. Like this.
Fantastic.
You can stay here.
Yeah,
Is my phone dead? It's dead.
not sure.